That's the surprise, and I don't want to let it out.
Okay.
I want to away with my idea, but you're going to be very surprised. So I don't want to give too much away, but you will have a bit of dancehall and you will have a bit of reggae. It's going to be, trust me, it's going to be, people are going to be going out to get it because it's going to go back to quality music.
Right.
Yeah, because personally, I'm not somebody who really craves fame. I just love the music side. I was born into it and that's what I love. So it's going back to that.
Back to basics.
Definitely.
What up, peeps? Welcome to another episode of Next Friday. Now, this week, we're joined by Taja B, recording artist from out of the UK. Taja.
Hey, how are you folks doing? Thank you for having me.
Great. So what's the vibe like in UK right now, Taja?
You know, it's getting a bit better. Everyone's going out now, and mingling, you know? So there's less masks and people are starting parties and, you know? So it's getting back to normality.
Okay, good vibes. What area in the UK are you though? What area?
Well, I'm presently living in South London, but I'm originally from the West Midlands, Birmingham.
Right.
Quite notorious for good things. A lot of talent have come out of Handsworth, Birmingham, and it's a very vibrant place and it's a melting pot of cultures, really. So, yeah, I'm originally from Handsworth. They call it the ghetto, but you don't know.
Okay. So, Taja, I mean, tell us what's the link with Jamaica, though?
Well, my late father, my mother was from St. Bess, St. Elizabeth.
Right.
Yeah. And I've got so much family, which actually inspired my current single, Have a Good Time. Really? And my father, my late father originated from St. Thomas, Yallis, Popcorn's place,
Unruly.
Yeah. So that's my link, really. And I've got dual citizenship, so I'm often there. And, it's my heritage.
Great.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I mean, I saw you post some pictures recently. I'm assuming they were recent photos. You were in Jamaica recently?
Well, not really. That's more promotion for my single because it's about Jamaica, but it talks about St. Elizabeth. So what I've done is like a campaign of photos in St. Bess.
Oh,
so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
Okay.
So I haven't been lately because of obviously the COVID situation. Right. But I really plan to come soon. I love Jamaica. It's my place, you know?
Yeah, man. But how often do you normally come, though?
Well, normally I'd come every year at least, you know? So sometimes I've got business to sort out there and, you know, links to make. And I've got family there, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah, beautiful place.
So, I mean, talk to us about the new single. I mean, Have a Good Time.
Yeah, I was so honoured to be invited to be on this project. Basically, it's a producer from Birmingham, Wooligan. Everybody knows him. He's had a #1 hit with Apache Engine, with Boom Shakala. And basically, I've worked with him for a very long time. And we got together again. And he told me about his new project, which is the Sour Face Rhythm compilation album. And I was honoured because we've got people like Pinchers, Veteran, you know. We've got Echo Minot, you know, Jixie King. And I was asked to be on that album and I was like, I'm on it. Taja B's there. And I'm quite happy about how it's been received, my particular track. You know, I would tell everybody, go and get the album. It's a very excellent album. And my single actually was picked up by Stevie J UK chart show. And they approached me and said they really liked the vibe of my track. And it went to #1, which I'm actually thank God for.
And
it's the second week at #1. So people have been loving it, been buying it, been voting. So anyone out there, if you want to listen to great music, that's what you need to do. You need to go and get a copy. And it's on all digital platforms.
Tell them where they can find it, Taja.
Yeah, Have a Good Time by Taja B, TajaB, and it's on everything, iTunes, Amazon. So you just put that into the search engine, you're going to find it. And actually, like I said, the album is great as well. 15 great tracks on there. So yeah, go and check it out. Really great. And then you can also go to the Stevie J website, which is steviejukchartshow.com. And there you can also purchase it and vote. So yeah, try and vote for me. Keep me at number 1 for another week at least.
Yes, I mean, the track is doing well. But
yeah.
Tell me about, a little about the track itself. How did you come by this?
I listened to the rhythm. I already had this track written about 4 years ago because I love St. Elizabeth. I'm not going to lie. I love the vibe. When I go, I feel so relaxed when I'm there. And I've got so much family. And really and truly, that is when I sing about going to St. Bess, going to Alligator Pond, going to Liquor Olchi, texting my cousin, that is true experience that happens. You know what I'm saying? Me a relax in a Jamaica, take a little trip. First up at St. Elizabeth, it a St. Bess. No family and them a family, me send a little text. To me cousin we drive taxi, me want take in a flex. Come drive a Alligator Pond, that the families. Little Ochi eat the nearby. Festival delish. The way the cabbage, steam and crackers at a female dish. When me day a foreign can't eat no food as fresh as this. Jump in at the sea, with me rum, me take a sip. You see what I'm saying? That is an experience.
Nice one, vibe up, Taja.
Yeah, and everyone's been locked down, so it's a feel-good tune. That's why I think it's got a good reception.
Yeah.
So yeah, and a lot of people are saying, it's making me, the people that are abroad, Jamaican, they're like, I actually feel like I'm there. I actually feel like I'm in my home,
Definitely.
So yeah, it's a good tune, man. So
really. So in terms of, I know that, the place kind of taking time to, open up back the real way, but in terms of promotions and stuff like that, how has that been going for you?
Well, obviously, because you've got a little bit of, it's a bit stringent, you can't really do as much. A lot of, you got to use social media a lot, Yeah. And that's been how, it's helping because people are sending it out. I'm not a lot of group chats and, and a lot of companies have been sending it out abroad. I've got people linking me from all over, playlisting the track, which is great, And I'm hoping that as it slowly eases out of lockdown completely, which it has, but it's still, a lot of venues haven't opened yet, then I can start getting out there and actually doing the thing to actually get it out there. But I can't murmur. I have to thank God for how it's gone. Honestly, It's great. It's great. Yeah.
Well, here in Jamaica, we recently had some adjustments to our curfews and our restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
But for you though, what were some of the tightest restrictions that were implemented?
Well, I would say initially, over a year ago, it was the worst when you literally could not come out your house and you could only for exercise once a day. And them times we didn't really know what was going on and it was at the height of it. So literally people were literally scared to come out the house, I spent that time writing. I spent that time exercising. You know what I mean? For me, it was a breather because obviously you wouldn't know this about me, but I used to fly. I was a manager on the planes for many years.
Okay.
And it was just like an opportunity to just relieve myself of pressure and just calm and say, you know what? Let me get back on the music. Let me write more. Let me sort out my business side of it, So for me, it was like a good thing, Yes. So I welcomed that relaxation period, I would call it, really. How about yourself?
Well,
I'm turning the table.
It's obviously an artist who would really enjoy this moment to get to reflect and to write and to tap into, their inner self,
Definitely.
But yeah, man. But for me personally, it's just all about being around the computer. Getting the content out there, because the entertainers still want to, have that presence and to connect with their fans. So definitely, I think that's my role, to keep that connection alive. And fans to really see that, man, the artists, you're not seeing them in the parties, you're not seeing them in the venues on the road, but them still are going out there.
Yeah. And the thing is as well, like I said, we're talking now, Zoom, so this is a really good medium to do that. So it doesn't mean that everything just stops. We still can do that communication, which is really, really good. And plus it gave me a lot of time as well to work, because I'm working on my album.
Right.
So, like I said, I really appreciated the time that I could dedicate to it. Obviously, it's not done yet. I'm still working on it. And, but it's gone a lot further than it would have had had it been like I've been out. So,
Yeah, man. But what's the timeline you're hoping to complete the album?
Well, the thing is, it might seem a long time, but I just want to get it done properly. You know what I mean? I would say I'm giving myself a year. I know it sounds really a long time, but I don't like to put anything out if I don't feel it's ready.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like my baby, so I really want to put everything into it. And I've not done the normal thing. I've jumped the mixtape. Artists usually do a mixtape first. No, I've been in the industry, believe it or not, years. I was born into it. My father was a musician, and I've got mountains of work that has not been released.
Wow.
So as well as new stuff, I really want to bring that into it as well. Right. So I really have to take time on actually choosing the right tracks. And it's going to be like an old school type album. It's going to be one that when the buyer gets it, they're not going to feel like, I have to skip that one.
Okay.
I want every track to be played. Yeah. I don't want it to be like, listen to track one and then you got one hit on it and then you jump to track. No, it's going to be like people are going to want to get it because it's be value for money. Do you know what I mean? So that takes time. And also I want to get I haven't chosen the person yet. One collaboration.
Okay.
Just one. And I want it to be a special one.
What genre though? What genre you're talking about? Probably a reggae, a rapper, a dance, a hardcore, DJ.
You see, that's the surprise, and I don't want to let it out.
Okay.
I don't want to away with my idea, but you're going to be very surprised. So I don't want to give too much away, but you will have a bit of dancehall and you will have a bit of reggae. It's going to be, trust me, it's going to be, people are going to be going out to get it because it's going to go back to quality music.
Right.
Yeah, because personally, I'm not somebody who really craves fame. I just love the music side. I was born into it and that's what I love. So it's going back to that.
Back to basics.
Definitely.
Taja, you had mentioned, your father being a musician or being in music. Just jump back a little and tell us what that was like in terms of that influence.
Yeah.
On you. And was that one of the major factors that led you to music?
Yeah. Well, yeah, my dad, like I said, he was a musician. He was a trumpeter and guitarist. Okay. And he was in the 60s when he came to England. And he was in the ska era, blue beat.
Yes,
and so I grew up just having people in my house practicing rehearsals. Do you know what I mean? A lot of uncles that are musicians.
Right.
From the Beat, it's a famous group here, a ska beat. He was my godfather. And just seeing lots of musicians in the house and around. So it was something that I just grew up thinking that was normal. And then when I was younger, me and one of my sisters, there's 7 of us, I'm the youngest, but one of my sisters, we were in a group we were the Walker Sisters. We do local competitions and things. Okay. And then we went our different ways. I done a bit of dancing and sports, netball, county netball, and she done steel pan.
Okay.
So took around the world and that. And then we got back together and then we was in a few groups and then we went to a duo situation called the First Ladies.
Right.
And so we got signed with that and had a single out called Sanity. which was, it was a good track, you know. It's available on YouTube. You can go and see it, everybody. First Lady Sanity. And then we went our separate ways. And like I said, I was doing a lot of flying and, life takes over. Right. And then I thought, you know what? I've got too much music to sit there and everyone's telling me, just go for it. You've got too much music. People need to hear this. Right. So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah, well. My mum passed away this February, God bless her soul. Oh, and that was one of her, that was one of her wishes. She said to me, you know what? Go for it. Go for it. So here I am. I'm going full force.
So you have a promise to keep.
Oh, listen.
Definitely have a promise.
With this number one, she said to me when she heard it, she said, that can go number one, Yeah. So it's number one on that station. It's going to be number one all round. That's my promise to her. Trust me. Yeah. Wow. And my mum wasn't a musician, but she's always singing around the house, or she didn't go to church, but she had Christian values, if you know what I mean. Right. Yes. And she basically sang all the time. So even though she wasn't a musician, I got something from her, So yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great. So you said you're in the duo with your sister. Is she still a musician?
Once a musician, always a musician. Right. She does, in fact, with some of my production now, she produces as well. Okay. And she used to be on the radio on Choice FM here. It's a big station here. Yes. And she's behind the scenes at the moment. She just actually on that album, she done the backing on the Glen Washington track. Okay. So we're active in the industry, even if we're not forefront. We're always doing something, whether it's backing vocals or it's writing for somebody. We're always doing something,
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
You have videos working on for the new single and...
Definitely. I mean, a lot of people have reached out to me because obviously this is a solo project that I'm doing. Okay. And that is something I'm definitely working on. We've got an in-house production team. So we're just going to go for it and not just do one, just do them for most of the songs and get it all set up. So shadelessrecords.com, if you look on there, that's where they'll all be uploaded. So shadelessrecords.com. All the videos will be on there and obviously Vivo and what have you. But all the information as well will be on my Instagram.
Right. And that's just remind fans,
Yeah. TajaB__B. So it's _ twice B. TajaB__B. And Twitter, Facebook, and in Snapchat. That is I am Taja B. TajaB.
All right. Yeah. So fans, here we can find Taja, all her music and everything that's happening with her. And of course, we'll be following those updates to see what happens with the video. We're looking forward to the video.
Yes.
Any timeline on that one though?
Say it again?
Any timeline on the video? When can we expect?
That is, I would say a couple of months max. Right. But what I would say is when I come to Jamaica next Friday, I'm coming to see you. Have to.
Definitely.
Definitely. We'll do it properly next time. Definitely. Yeah.
And I mean, you're going to owe me and your fans a live performance.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
But it's good reasoning right now,
Yeah, man. I know you had some singles before, like Get to Know and Big Brown Eyes.
Big Brown Eyes, yeah, that was a change. People were a bit surprised when I done that one because the thing is, I can chat, I can sing. I don't want to be boxed in like she just does that. So that's when I done a little change and done Big Brown Eyes. It's like a reggae track. Right. If you wanted you, I'm thinking about the loving night, thinking how we made love again when I'm with you and I'm looking at the sunlight and I'm looking in your big brown eyes again. So that was like a different mood altogether, and that went down really well, especially in England. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the album is going to be very, very different.
So it's going to be a diverse set of songs, nothing in a box.
Nothing in a box. And I'd like to say as well, we Get to Know, you've got a copy there, yeah?
Right.
I actually engineered myself. I voiced myself, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's good not just being at the front, knowing what to do as well in regards to in the studio. So I can actually do that too, which is good, especially as a female. You know, you need to get into it.
Right. So these other skills that you have, were they self-taught or were you mentored by someone?
Well, I've been in the studio. I'm talking about decades.
Right.
Not decades, reel to reel days.
Right.
Believe me, yeah. I've seen people come and go. I've seen the top artist boss. Trust me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I knew how to do it, but you know when you don't learn it properly. So I went to college and literally learned it.
Okay.
And then I just got my own stuff and my own equipment. And because I think when you're self-reliant, it's the best thing, you know. You don't have to wait on people. If you need to go on the studio, just do your own thing. So I literally taught myself. When I went to college, which was a basic thing, then I came back and just literally hours, reading, taught myself.
Yeah.
The only thing I can't do is mix. That's the only thing I got to do.
That will come.
Yes. The thing is, I got the ear for it. I know how I want it to sound. It's just practically doing it. So yeah.
Right. Do you play any musical instruments?
You know, I don't, and I really regret it because when my dad used to call us in the room to teach us, I used to run off on the fast. I don't want to learn. But my sister, she learned how to play the guitar, the trumpet, the piano, and I was just running off, and yeah. But that's something I wish I learned. I know it's really. I wish it's something I learned, but it's never too late, you know.
True.
With me, it's more of a, like when we're in the studio, for example, I hear it. I hear how I want it to sound. With harmonies, I just hear it.
Right.
And she's got the technical side of it. Do you get what I mean? So it's a good combination, really.
Right.
Yeah. But I have to pick up all my Jamaican people.
Of course.
I have to pick up my Jamaican heritage. Because I got a lot of people saying, how come she speaks like that? What connection she got with Jamaica? Do you know what I mean?
We can hear it.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, man. Real Taja.
Yeah, man. I have to big up Jamaica. That's the chorus actually for Have a Good Time. Yeah. Jamaica, the place where me like. Everybody want reach, everybody want flex, cause I know them I gonna have a good time. Yeah. Jamaica, the place where me love. Cause it bring both me mother and me father and my grandparents, so me have to big it up.
Mad.
Yeah.
But I know you say you don't like to be boxed in, you know, where music is concerned, but
yes.
If you were to describe your sound or your flavor,
yes,
how would you describe it?
Definitely got a Jamaican undertones.
Right.
Because the thing is, I can sing an R&B song, but I'm going to have some Jamaican lingua, Jamaican power in it. It's like a flavor. It's just in me.
Yeah.
But I would say most of the songs that I've done recently, solo-wise, are reggae or dancehall. But the thing is, with the dancehall, I don't do profanity, which kind of restricts me in some way.
Yep.
Because you're not going to be able to, you're on a back foot before you start because, say, for example, you're going to clash. You're not going to be saying the B word and whatever you're saying. Right. You just have to come with lyrics. Do you get what I mean? So it kind of restricts you in that sense. So I'm just different because there's certain things I'm just not going to do.
Right.
And there's certain things I think about before I sing them. Do you get what I mean? So I'm kind of confined by that. There's just certain things I'm not going to sing about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You have to have some values and some standards, you know?
Always.
Yeah.
I always think, like, what would my family think?
Right.
It's when you make music, it lasts. So I've got to think about what am I putting out there? Do you get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, so that's always in the back of my mind. Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm boring, though. It doesn't mean I'm boring.
I mean, having values and you know, setting boundaries, you know, that's just, you know, it.
I think it's needed, and I'm not putting anyone down because there's a market for all of it. It's just I'm not that artist for that.
Right. There are other artists for that.
Yes. And don't get me wrong, I would dance to it.
Right.
wine. But I'm not the one to deliver it. You get me?
So hold on, you talk about dance and wine. You can dance and wine like real Jamaican.
Yeah, but if I can dance and wine, of course. Listen,
You talk the talk, you know. Can you walk the walk?
Well, you will see, any. You will see. Listen, my background is I basically come from an era of dance or Bounty Killer, Beanie Man,
90s.
Swagger Benz.
90s.
Yes. So you're asking the right question.
Right.
Yeah. And you will see in that video, you know, in the videos. You get me? But definitely I love dancing, and all the people around me love dancing. You know, I've got a lot to show, because up until now, really and truly, people have just seen me on the Instagram doing my one little chat, and you know, I got my good songs out, but they haven't really seen any video, you know, which is remarkable, really. Yeah, it's remarkable, because I haven't actually done any of that. Right. So what's going to happen when I do that? Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So they have waited a long time. And I'm definitely going to deliver on that. Definitely. We're
looking forward.
Yeah.
Final thing though, you know, before I let you go, Taja, in terms of inspiration and maybe entertainers who you look up to and would be an inspiration to you, you know, who are some of those people?
You see, mine is a wide span, because it's not just dancehall, it's not just reggae, it's wide. And I know I'm in the reggae dancehall realm at the moment, but I mean, Michael Jackson, come on.
Yeah.
He influenced everybody, or he's just brilliant, isn't he? So Michael Jackson, Lady Saw.
Okay.
I don't know if I should be calling her that, sorry, but you know.
Marianne Hall.
Yes, Marianne Hall. Sorry, Marianne Hall. Brilliant stage delivery, you know. Right. Bounty Killer, the General.
Yeah.
Shabba, Spragga Benz, Frisco Kid. You get me? Like Alkaline, he's bad.
Yeah.
What I like about Alkaline, he's literally done it himself. Yeah. Got a lot of backlash, but he's done it himself. So you got to give props.
Yeah.
You know? Vybz Kartel, obviously, lyrical.
Yeah.
Beanie Man, showman, brilliant.
Definitely.
I could go on forever. You know? Cecile.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Yeah.
Elaine. There's so many of them. It's just too many, too much talent. And I think every artist has their place in music. Every artist has something to offer, you know, and it would be nice if we come together. But at the same time, that's not life, is it? We all have to kind of bring some niceness in it when there's a little bit of, you know, but respect due to everybody. It's hard to get there, you know, so I respect everybody in that sense.
Okay. In terms of entertainers, though, Jamaican entertainers who are popular now in the UK, who would you say would be in like the top three?
I only can speak for myself.
Right.
Vybz Kartel.
Okay.
Alkaline. I know it's funny, like, why are you putting them in, but Alkaline.
Yeah.
Too many. Oh my God.
So they're all popular over there in the UK,
yeah.
Right?
I mean, Beanie Man's here right now.
Yeah.
And his popularity would never go. Never. He's a different class altogether. Even if he stays away for 10 years and comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have a show not far from where I am, Clapham Common, and next month. And I'm telling you, that's going to be sell out, right out.
You're planning to attend?
Coffee as well.
Yeah, Coffee, yeah.
Yeah. She's doing very well. She's going to be on that show too. Okay. And it's just wonderful anyway. It's just wonderful because Jamaica offers so much. Right. And it's good that they're getting their props now, you know? Definitely. Yeah, very, 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 doing very well.
Yeah, man. So in terms of shows for yourself, any plans, any dates?
Yeah, we're waiting on that now, actually. We've put in for a few, so we're waiting on. So obviously I haven't got back to me yet, but we'll see. But that's what I want to get on the road now, because now's the time to get on the road, you know, especially with things opening up. Definitely. So that's what I want to definitely do. Yeah,
man. Well, Taja, I keep getting the pronunciation wrong.
Taja.
Yeah. Taja, anything you want to tell your fans right now? What to expect, what to look out for?
Well, like I said, HaveAGoodTime is going places. HaveAGoodTime is out now on digital platforms. Go and get it. Like I said, it's everywhere. iTunes, Amazon. Just put it in the Google search, you'll see TajaB. HaveAGoodTime. And also follow me on Instagram, TAJA__B, because a lot of the stuff comes out on there. And get ready. I'm here now. I'm not doing anything else. It's music. So get ready.
Get ready. Yeah. So I hope when you're listening now, people. Hope when you're listening. So Taja B, ready to touch the road and touch the road hard.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. Been in lockdown too long.
Thank you for having me next Friday. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. It was our pleasure having you on next Friday. And we're definitely looking out to seeing, more of you. And when you come to Jamaica, you have to link.
Oh my God. Definitely. Yeah, That's done. Definitely.
Right.
All right.
So take care again and thanks for being with us on next Friday.
Oh, you're welcome.
And people, go check out Taja's Instagram. That's where you get most of, the news and the updates that's coming out. So
and shadelessrecords.com.
Shadelessrecords.com.
And all bookings, just go through them, okay?
Yeah, man.
Thank
all right.
You. Blessing.
Yeah, man. So there you have it, peeps. Another episode of Next Friday. Now be sure to go and subscribe, share, like, click the notification bell because you don't want to miss a beat. And remember, next Friday is every Friday. We out.
Yeah.